Max Holloway is coming off of a loss to Alexander Volkanovski, and he's going to be, or at least there are talks in the works about him fighting against Arnold Allen, who was kind of robbed of his glory against Calvin Kattar when he had an opportunity to truly ascend, right, in the featherweight ranks. When you look at this matchup and that is being targeted for April 15th, there's two things we know about April 15th that'll be, right? That it's as sure as taxes that this fight will also be explosive. How excited are you to see Max Holloway back in the octagon?
Very excited. I think that anytime Max Holloway gets inside a UFC fight, I'm pumped to the moon. I love Max Holloway. He's my friend, and I care for him dearly. And I know that Arnold Allen is going to be a fantastic matchup for Max Holloway. I think it's going to be a fun fight. It'll be amazing. But my worry as a friend, RC, is how long can Max Holloway just keep batting off these hungry young lions? Like, how long can he fight these guys that are so good and so young and continue to stop them? Because at some point, like, time catches up to all of us. And I wonder how long before my buddy starts to slow down. I don't think that's now. I think he did the right thing by taking some time after last year, after Volkanovski. But I just recall the fight with Yair Rodriguez and Max having to wrestle and do all those things to really propel himself forward. Obviously, he made those adjustments. But I just wonder how long till those kids start to become so difficult. Max Holloway is going to be ready. He's going to be prepared. We talked about him coming up here to train with me a little bit. I hope he still does that. I'm excited about the Arnold Allen fight. I'm excited about my friend getting another opportunity to challenge him ways. But I also know that Arnold Allen is on the cusp or has an opportunity once again to not only have his moment in the sun, but excel. Even the opportunity he had against Calvin Kattar because of what Max Holloway has been to this division.
You know what, DC, and this is a question I have for you that I certainly can't answer. And I don't even know if you can answer it totally because I can't remember you being in this spot once you reach the pinnacle of the UFC. Max Holloway has been fighting the last, half decade to prove that he's the best in the world at what he does, right? You've been fighting the Alexander Volkanovskis. You fought the Dustin Poiriers. You fought the Conor McGregor. So you're always fighting at the top of the sport. After losing 3 times to Alexander Volkanovski, he has had to accept, and we've had to come to grips with, he's actually not the best featherweight in the world, right? Like, we've had to accept that. And so now in fighting Arnold Allen, you're taking a step down. This is not a championship level fight, at least from a perception standpoint. How much does that weigh into the excitement of a fighter and the focus of a fighter when you're stepping into the octagon at what would be considered a level down for you when you're of the tier that Max Holloway is?
Crazy that you can look at an Arnold Allen fight as a tier down, but like you said, all Max has ever done is fought for championships. So not having a belt on the line would seem to be a step back, but it's not necessarily a step back in competition. It's being in a position now where you have to prove that you still belong in the championship picture. Honestly, I asked Sean Shelby a couple weeks ago, I said, why not Holloway versus the Korean Zombie or somebody like that, right? Because, like you said, he's had to accept that right now or at any more, he's not the best featherweight in the world because Alexander has beaten him 3 times. But he has to go out now and fight a guy that hasn't been where he's been. So the focus has to be as dialed in as it was going into those championship fights, if not more. Because in fighting Volkanovski, you are fighting a guy that has at least proven to you that he is on your level in regards to championship experience and everything else. Now you're fighting a guy that has not slept in the presidential suite at hotels. He has not been picked up his entire MMA career with the black car, getting the red carpet rolled out for him everywhere he goes. And in that, those guys are even more scary because they want that so bad. They have not had the satin sheets. They have not had the red carpet treatment their entire life. You got to be locked in. It's going to be as difficult as anything he's ever done.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.